Hello, so my name is Grace Wyse, and we are going to be getting into Neo-Modernism and Parametricism architecture, so let's get to it. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with Neo-Modernism, and so Neo-Modernism was created in 1997, and we use it to present day. Neo-Modernism was a reaction of postmodernism, meaning it is simply efficient design. We see neo-modernism in many corporate building structures, and we'll see a lot of it through the 20th century and the 21st century. So we also see neo-modernism in many new residential houses. This form of architecture reflects the era of the 21st century, so these buildings are meant to be streamlined, efficient. Though neo-modernism's main characteristics are based off of 90-degree angles, using horizontal and vertical lines, but they also incorporate that artistic emotion and design that we're going to see in these buildings. So these buildings do not hide the structural elements that they are composed of, but rather emphasize these materials, such as showing the steel and the concrete. And neo-modernism includes huge windows like we see in corporate buildings today. In neo-modernism, an open floor plan is usually seen, and we will see contrast and exterior colors used, such as light or transparent buildings with dark structural elements that are shown. And neo-modernism is basically the bridge between modernism and parametricism. Alrighty, so parametricism architecture has more of a futuristic look to it and incorporates very unique and individual design layouts. So parametricism incorporates the interior design into the structure of the building. So it's not symmetrical or uniform in any sense, as you can see, but parametricism is designed using algorithms and technology, making it extremely popular to these new graduates, graduating architecture students. So parametricism has changed the architecture world because it's more aesthetically pleasing, and these buildings will sometimes use recycled materials, and so very futuristic. So these buildings they aren't like the cookie cutter buildings that we see in urban areas today. So I'm going to show you two examples of modern buildings that have been created. So the first example I've used is the Crystal, which is located in East London, England, and this was completed in 2012. And it is 193,750 square feet. So it's a fairly large building. This building uses no fossil fuels, which is pretty incredible. And it's also, with the angles that it has created a draining system, which allows the building to be 90% self-efficient, and it's a rainwater harvesting system is what it's called, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's aesthetically pleasing, very original. It's hard to see buildings like this one. So my next example is VIA 57 West, and this is in New York, New York. And this building is, it houses 709 units, and it is 32 stories. So it's very, very large building, but it combines the urban look of New York, but it also adds a beauty in its unique design. So this design has made this building one of the most sought after places to live in New York City, just because of how beautiful it is and how original these buildings in neo-modernism and parametricism are. They're pretty amazing. So one thing about these buildings is we're going to see a lot of them in the future, and this is the future of architecture. So it's kind of cool that I got to learn about this, and I hope that I helped you learn. And on this next slide, you will see my Works Cited page. So if you have any questions, please just let me know.